It's Manda. Welcome to my channel. Today we are planning in my wellness planner for the last week of April, first week of May. I am using leftovers, I think. This is going to be in my memory planner, so we're going to move that out. So we're just going to use probably this sheet and this sheet for my planner. So let's go get started. I've already started laying out my May month training plan. Exciting news. This morning I weighed in and I'm finally below 240. I'm at 239.8, but hey, that's amazing. So today's Wednesday the 30th, so we need to back up a bit. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I've been bouncing in the 240 to 245 range for the last 2 years, which I'm glad because it's been kind of a crazy 2 years. So to be able to maintain my original weight loss of about 40 pounds for 2 years is exciting. Over the panini, I worked from home, obviously, and was able to, work out a lot more than I did, because I didn't have to travel, because I had to travel about 30 minutes to work every day, and my schedule was very strange. And yeah, so anyway, and then so I lost 40 pounds during quarantine, and then middle of 2022, I had to go back to work in the office, which kind of messed up my training schedule. And then I started looking for a new job, and then I got a new job in Oregon, and now here we are. So yeah, I think I'm gonna use this sticker over here. I have purposed, my apartment has a gym. It's like a little smaller gym, but I don't regulate my body temperature well, and I don't do well in heat. So I got a membership to local pool. And that is my favorite way of quote unquote working out, is swimming. So there's that. I started doing that actually yesterday. Actually, it's been first week I only did 1 day because I was so sore afterwards that it took me 4 days to recover. And then this week I did Sunday, so the 27th, and then I just did yesterday, which was the 29th. I'm sore, but I'm not as sore because I was using muscles that I haven't used in quite some time in that particular way. So my back is a little twingy today. So I might cancel my Thursday and schedule it for Friday. You have to reserve your lanes. So might cancel for tomorrow. I'm going to see how today goes, because I don't want to hurt myself and throw myself off track, So there's that. Let's see. Let's do this week. And I think that's like the biggest thing is, especially when you're as out of shape and overweight as I am, that if you don't listen to your body, you can seriously hurt yourself. Like a couple of years, about 10 years ago, I pinched a nerve in my back and pulled a muscle, so that acts up a lot. It's not acting up right now, it's actually like different back muscles that are acting up. So yeah, it's like, I did not know you use those muscles that way, but hey. I said it's been a very long time since I've done swimming, and last time I was in the pool was like, gotta be at least 5 years ago. Just like in a pool in general, not just hanging out in a pool in general, so not actually exercising. So there is that. I think I'm gonna stop I like using the kits, but I think I'm gonna stop using kits in this. What do I want to use? I'm gonna use, that's just my thing of pens and markers that I need to use in a minute. Let's see. There, just to fill in that a little bit. All right, now I need boxes, and I have plenty leftovers, I think. Let's see, I got those. Just trying to decide what I want to use. Oh, there's some extra that I could have used from there. I think I'm going to just use I'm going to put these here. These I'm going to use as like my weigh-in and progress picture, because tomorrow I'm starting 75 soft. So I'm going to use this as like my progression tracker for that. What else is there? That's pretty much it. Whew, yeah. The reason why I decided to go with 75 soft is because my schedule is just not conducive to, and I don't think I could do it like successfully, because I don't want to set myself up for failure. And I think if I were to try to do 75 hard, I would just be setting myself up for failure. So we're gonna not do that, and we're going to, 75 soft is still gonna be a challenge, but not as intense of a challenge. And then maybe once I finish it, I'll go and do 75 hard. Maybe take a break for a little bit and then do it. It just depends on how life is doing, because that's like it's at least to do 75 days is what, 2.5 months? That's like a quarter of the year that you're committing at the very least, assuming you don't mess up and have to start over. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put something else here, but I haven't figured out what yet. We'll figure that out later. All right, next is going to be putting in my stat lines. So we want, let's use the gold, this gold. There's the green, there's the blue, and there's, do I want to use this pink? This pink. This is more of a brown. Kind of want to use the gold. I also want to, maybe I'll use this. I think this is the good peach. And then the purple. These are Erin Condren dual tip highlighters. So there's that. So what I do is I put this here. Just grabbing the colors randomly. Oh, my neighbor is stomping around again. Must be getting ready for work. I always think it's interesting how like such tiny people can be so heavy walking. Yeah, so anyway, let me finish this. This is for food logging. And let me get those stickers out. I did cut more of these out. I gotta figure out where I put them. There. These are my personal stickers. I made these myself. Oh yeah. And I got swim stickers. Yay! I think I'm gonna use these smaller. Let's use the paper ones because I like the smaller ones. So let's use those first. So these are just strips on clear sticker paper that made myself that go, ah! That one just tore in half. There we go. That go right in that first little column. And I think it's every other line or something like that. It depends on how it lines up. Did not design these exactly right, but sometimes the cutting gets wonky. Okay, there's that. I'll grab this other sheet. Okay, note to self, make it the cuts a little deeper next time. Could just be my silhouette. Oh, and that my belly. So it's like, my goal when I'm swimming is to burn, because I wear my iWatch, is to burn 500 calories when I'm swimming, which takes me about an hour, which is the length of the session. So I am working on that. And so yeah, I burned like 800, like not 800, like 500 a little over 500 calories yesterday swimming. And I'm like, note to self, let's make sure that we, eat a heartier snack at work, but like bring a heartier snack because when I got home, I might be these are mat removable, so I might be moving this to here. My goal is to go 3 times a week to begin with. So, all right, let's do the next bit. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this box for my mood. And then I'm gonna put maybe some check if I have room after I do this. I should have room. So yeah, now today I'm like super hungry. I mean, I ate food before I went swimming, but it wasn't enough, obviously, because tummy is growling and my stomach, I'm usually not hungry in the morning until like 8, 9 o'clock. And it is 6 o'clock. So there's that. So this area here is where I put my stats. A lot of it comes from my watch. So like closing my move ring, closing my exercise ring. That's another one of my things that I'm adding to my 75 soft, is to make sure I close all the rings. Which if I'm, being successful at 75 soft, I will too. Every day, except for the days that don't wear my watch. I on occasion don't wear my watch on Sundays, but we might be changing that. It's the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna have room to do a couple, like a super short checklist. So let's put these away. I need to organize some things so I can find what I'm looking for. I'm going to use these. There goes the tummy again. Since I can only fit like 2, do I have, where are the leftovers from my catch-all where I cut them? I think they're actually in here, in my catch-all. Yeah, they are. Sweet. Ha! Perfect. So my goals is 30 to 45 minute. Well, obviously you take your progress picture every day, which I'm going to be also adding a progress weigh-in. I have one of those smart scales that like measure your quote unquote measure your body composition. How accurate those are, probably not very accurate, but I love data, so the more data I can get, the better, because I want to see not just like how different things affect my weight, because I can fluctuate within that 5 pound range in a day. So yeah, there's that. And I also want to see like body composition changes, because it's not always about weight. Like for example, I haven't really lost weight, right? But I have like my pants are still falling off because my body composition is changing, right? So it's progress picture. I'm going to try to drink at least 2 liters of just water, and the other liter will be like coffee and tea and things like that. Then there's the 30 to 45 minutes a day with 1 rest day. No drinking alcohol. Except on social occasions, I don't drink alcohol except for like on my birthday and like Christmas and New Year. There's reading the 10 pages. I listen to an audiobook pretty much every day, so that's easily covered. I know you're supposed to physically read, but I stare at a screen all day, so I need a break from that. So there's progress picture, water, reading, workout, no alcohol. What's the other one? Staying on a diet. So, some food eating plan. Yeah, which I'm focusing on high protein and volume eating. So protein and vegetables is pretty much what I'm focusing on. So yeah, this is this week's plan with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.